I'm watching Love After Lockup, y'all. I can't believe how women, and not just women, because it's some men on this show too. I can't believe how you would want to be in a relationship with somebody that just got out of jail and like did some crazy shit. And I know it's somebody for everybody. I know that. It's kind of warm, y'all. I know it's somebody for everybody, but I can't do jail. I ain't never been able to do jail. Jail ain't never been my ministry. Like, and the crazy thing is that jail was actually my ministry. I used to go I belonged to the prison ministry at the church that I used to belong to, and we would go to the prisons. I just put on some random earrings. They don't match this shirt at all, but who cares? We used to go to the prisons and have service with the prisoners. So prison was actually my ministry. Maybe that's why I would never ever deal with nobody, going back and forth to jail. I can't do that. My own son, when he went to jail, I wouldn't visit him. But I had already told him. Because see, jail don't have to be your ministry. You choose to go to jail. You choose to go to jail by breaking the law. So if you go to jail, then you don't need nobody to visit you. You just sit there. You just sit there and deal with that shit. That's what you do. And it's crazy because my son was in jail with Oscar Grant, the young man that was killed. One of the biggest news stories in my area because he was killed by a BART police officer on the platform for basically no reason. Shot and killed that young man. And my son was in jail with him. In that scene where Oscar was in jail and his mama kind of was like, you know what, I can't deal with this. I don't even know why you here. That scene was in the movie. Of course, my son wasn't in the movie. But that kind of messed, my son up. Like, he kind of started acting like he had some sense after Oscar was killed because they had kind of knew each other through other people or whatever. Like, they weren't, close friends, but they knew each other through other people. And, uh, my husband is on his lunch break, I think, because he keeps texting me. So yeah, they knew each other through other people. So Oscar's death, really affected him. But that going to jail thing, I'm sorry, I can't deal with that. And I know some people, when I have talked to guys about that, they think that's rude. Like, oh, if I went to jail, you wouldn't hold me down. Nah, I wouldn't. Mm-mm. I'm not about to hold nobody down. I mean, unless it's my husband and he went to jail for something that, like something that he couldn't help. Like, of course, I'm not gonna divorce my husband if he go to jail. But a boyfriend, boy, I done moved on. I don't even know your name no more. I'm not about to be sitting around waiting on some dude to get out of jail, taking Oh Lord. Oh, so they done ran out of names, so now they're just Google account. You must have changed your name so many times that Google won't even give you a new name anymore, huh? That's sad. That is so sad. Like, God, dog. I can't get away from them. Hey Phoenix, hey Majestic Prince, Leah, Phyllis, Deborah, Google account, Lamb Illy. That's a shame. That is really a shame. No, no, you guys, don't delete those comments. Don't delete those comments. We need those. Don't delete them. Let them comment. I meant to send you guys an email. Don't delete the comments because we need them. So let them comment. Let them just keep commenting because I need those comments. So just I know that's try not to let that be a distraction. Don't argue back with them. Just let them do what they're gonna do. Um, Yesterday, yeah, yesterday we went to see Spider Man, and it is so funny that when Spirit teaches you a lesson, you will get confirmation from that lesson in any kind of way if you are open enough to receive it. So part of the message in Spider-Man, in the movie Spider-Man, was loyalty and basically not being gullible. You know what I mean? Just not being so easily swayed. And I was like, you know what? That's real. I have had a few people ask me for my email. I mean, not my email, my home address because, they want to send me something. But it's just not a good time right now for me to do that. With everything that's going on, it's just not safe for me to, give you my home address. And I know that you guys, I know that some of you guys want to send me things and I would really love that. And we're trying not to get a post office box until we move because we don't want to get a post office box out here and we move out there somewhere and having to come back and forth that's not going to work. So we really don't even want to do that right now, but I just can't, you know, I'm at a point right now where it's just weird. Like, I feel like I can't trust nobody. I mean, it's a few people that I feel like I can trust. So I don't want to say I can't trust anybody. But, Spirit is just telling me that I really need to be, cautious about, the my interactions that I have with other people online, especially people online, how freely I give of myself, all of that. Spider-Man was a good movie. I mean, it had a good message to it. It was a little teeny bopperish, young, because Spider-Man is a teenager. He's still in high school. But it had a good story. The story was good. Of course, there's, a lot of over the top stuff in these Marvel type movies, but I like going to a movie and I get something from it. You know what I mean? Like, I can really follow the storyline. The storyline makes sense and you get a message because you can get a message in anything. Spirit can send you a message in anything, but you just have to be open and willing to, what is this? You have to be open and willing to receive it. And I was. Yeah, that's the only thing about being an empath. You tend to, you tend to attract, you attract a lot of broken people. It's not just narcissistic people that I attract. I attract a lot of broken people. That's just part of, that's just part of the thing. When I say stuff about like stray animals and all of this, all my life I've attracted stray animals. Animals always come to my house, and I don't know who be putting the word out that they gonna get some water or some food over here, but they do. I've always attracted, strays. I've always fed them because I have that, type of compassion for animals. That's what people too. I attract broken people. And you have to be careful with broken people because broken people will hurt you. And they're not specifically trying to hurt you, but they messed up. So they will hurt you. So you have to keep yourself in a position where you won't get hurt. People say, "Oh, well, you need to pull that wall down some and let people in." Nah, sometimes you got to keep your wall up. You got to keep your wall up for security reasons. You can't just tear your wall down every time you meet somebody because that's not helping you. Because when the shit don't work out, you got to build that wall back up. So now I keep my wall up. I can see out and I can communicate with other people, but that wall is gonna stay there. Cause y'all ain't gonna drive me crazy over some dumb stuff. That's the thing. It's like you're not even getting paid. It would be different if you was getting paid. You're not even getting paid to troll me. You're not getting anything out of this. But you think you want to get me off YouTube. I'm not going anywhere. If this channel is shut down, I will just start another one. So I'm not leaving YouTube. You can, all y'all can stop that. I ain't going nowhere. So you can keep getting channels. You can get as many channels as you want. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. Okay? Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, but don't block them yet, because I need to screenshot some of these comments. So don't block them. I need to screenshot these comments. Okay? So just let them talk. Let them talk. After they done been through all that, then made new pages and everything, let them talk, y'all. Because that must do something for their spirit. It's got to. Because ain't no way in the world I would be trolling that hard. Trolling somebody that hard. Am I going to see Lion King? I don't think so. I doubt it. I really don't think so. I'm not at all excited about the Lion King. I mean, I don't care that Beyonce and Danny Glover, what is his name? Daniel Glover? I don't know. Oh no, I'm not excited about that. But I'm not excited about any of these remakes. And speaking of that, did y'all see where people is up in arms about Ariel because she gonna be black? Like y'all really mad at the fact that they're gonna make a cartoon character black? Y'all do know that Ariel ain't real, right? Y'all know she ain't a real person that they turning black. Y'all know this is a character, a cartoon character, or animation. And white folks out here about to lose their mind. They falling out dead in the street because Ariel is about to be black. I'm like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I don't understand y'all people. Like really making Facebook groups and stuff. Okay, wait a minute. Lamb Illy says, I'm not mad at the cartoon, but I get the argument. What is the argument? What's the argument? Explain it to me so I can get it. Explain it to me. Why am I not seeing the rest of the comments? Hold on, y'all. So Lamb Illy said, I wouldn't want someone white playing the Black Panther. I mean, yeah, I don't think that they would do that. You know what I mean? Like I think that's totally different. I understand what you're saying, but this is a cartoon character. Disney has a problem with people of color anyway. You know, none of their princesses, none of their stuff has ever been a person of color until what? Tiana? Wasn't Tiana the first black Disney princess? And if they want to make this girl black, do it. I don't think that they could make a white a white Black Panther. They couldn't do his because how would a white person be from Wakanda? That you can't do. But Ariel should be able to be any nationality. Wasn't she a what is she, a mermaid, half girl or something? I don't even know. Like I don't even remember the story. That's bad. But I never was really into Disney stuff like that because I knew they weren't messing with black people. Yeah, like that you couldn't do. You can't have a white person from Wakanda. Like a white person can't play Black Panther. But Ariel should be able to be anybody. Right. And Black Panther is based in Africa, in Wakanda. Well, Wakanda, not Africa, but we're just assuming it's Africa, but it's Wakanda. So I don't understand what the problem is. I mean, they had a problem with Tiana being black. And I don't understand it. I don't even understand how people continue to support Disney. Cause Disney ain't messing with us. You know, I had where did I type this? I don't know, somewhere. Um Growing up, I never, well, let me change that. Not never. The only time that I saw black people in commercials was on Soul Train on Saturdays. As a little kid, I was like, why do y'all never show us in the soap commercials, in the shampoo commercials, Mama? We wash our hair. We take a bath. And my mother was like, that's because they don't want to see you on TV. They only want to see themselves. And that used to make me super mad. All the soap operas, white people. All the movies, white people. The only time I got to see my own people was Soul Train. American Bandstand, full of horrible dancing white people. One show a week. And then later on, the Jeffersons came on in Good Times. But that was it. And you know, Good Times didn't really make me feel that good because these people were poor. They were scraping. They lived in a project. You know, they lived in the projects. Of course, it was good TV for that time, but these were poor people living in the project. Shit, all I had to do was go up the street. I could have seen that. I lived up the street from the projects. But that's how they see us. You know what I mean? Poor, uneducated, struggling. I mean, damn, we couldn't even do a shampoo commercial. We wash our hair. And you know what's sad to me is they just passed a law. They had to pass a damn law that you could not discriminate against people of color because of their hair. The hair that's growing out of their head. They had to pass a law here in California. It was just signed like Tuesday that you cannot discriminate on people of color based on their natural hair. Because some jobs consider dreadlocks as unkempt. You know that would be on the no dreads, no afros, and this is our hair. White people ain't never had to worry about that. I mean, so bad to the point where black women, that's what really started this whole weave and wig trend because they knew that our natural hair would not be accepted. But the majority of y'all don't know what we go through and really don't care. We just don't want to see y'all asses on TV. And then when they do see us, just like in Spider-Man, you got Zendaya, who is racially ambiguous. She is mixed. And it was one other black young man in the class. He was the whole stereotypical ghetto type. Even the teacher was silly, black, goofy. And then, of course, there's Samuel L. Jackson, who's in it damn near every Marvel. Make your money, Sam. But normally, every movie we go to, there is one stereotypical black person, a loud black woman, a black man who then left his kids or something. It's just, it's not positive. We're rarely shown in a positive light. Based on what you just said, I wonder if seeing more black women in shampoo commercials would have helped shape how we see hair. White people not being exposed to it in media makes it more exotic. It don't make it exotic at all. It makes them hate it. White people have always hated our hair. They have always that. Where you think the term dreadlocks came from? It came from the slave masters. That dreadful hair. They used to call our hair dreadful because, it was coarse and hard to manage. So, no, our hair has never been exotic. It's never been anything that they don't like it. They don't like it, so they don't want to deal with it. It's ugly to them. I think the only reason why I get a lot of attention when I go out with my dreads is because my dreads is long. And I got color and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, they always looking at my hair. Probably wondering, ooh, is that real hair? Yes, mine. Because for one thing, white people think we can't grow our own hair anyway. They under the impression that our hair don't grow long. And it will grow long, but because black people want to be, working in, the industry along with them, then they start to straighten their hair, perm their hair, wear wigs, just like Oprah. When Oprah first started, they was like, oh, sister girl, you're going to have to do something with that hair. And Oprah permed her hair, and her hair fell out. Then she had to end up start wearing wigs. I will never forget this. When I was a little girl, I remember one of the first cases I heard was when an African American woman wanted to apply for the fire department, and she had her hair in cornrows. Oh, honey, they lost their ever loving ass mind. But here come Miss Bo Derek. Done went somewhere and got her hair put in braids, and she graced the cover of every magazine as a perfect 10. But we couldn't wear that same hairstyle and get a job. That's the plight of the black woman. Because, see, black men, all they got to do is get a nice haircut. But some men want to wear their dreads also. They want to wear them to work, and a lot of jobs consider them not professional. A lot of those feelings are just passed down, sweetheart. We've never been viewed as beautiful. The standard of beauty is the white woman. So they've never thought that we were beautiful, so they just treat us like that. And it's sad. Yeah, I was reading an article. And it was like the slave masters got sick of our hair. So they started telling us to cover our heads up with rags. And black women, we have always made a way out of no way. And so black women started using material you know, not just some old dirty rag to cover their head up. You know, they were using pretty material, finding scraps or whatever. If the, you know, if they were a seamstress, you know, they would use leftover scraps or whatever, and you know, was making all of these beautiful ornate head wraps. And the white women got jealous. It was like, make them take that off. It's distracting. So it's like we can't win around y'all. Because you know we gonna make ourselves beautiful. Period. It's black women out here that can take a trash bag and two shoestrings and some rhinestones and make that shit look good. You hear me? That's because we are talented and beautiful. Yeah, a lot of it is fear. Moth woman, it is. A lot of it is fear. And a lot of it is just generational hatred. You know, they pass down that hatred that, you know, that they had from their ancestors. They pass it down. And it just keeps going. No, I don't. I don't. That's just gonna always be that's gonna always be a thing. That's not going to change. I think what is eventually going to happen is there are going to be more mixed people. You know what I mean? There's going to be more mixed people because the, you know, the structure of the race is changing. It's not just going to be black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, Asian. We blend in all of those into each other. You know, all these families now are blended. You know, it's white kids, Filipino kids, all kind of kids. I got all kind of grandkids. So it's gonna be a lot of mixed people, but still, the people that are white, they still ain't gonna respect that either, cause they don't care what you are if you ain't just white. I think that will always, that blonde hair, blue eye thing will always be a standard of beauty. Well, you know, you never know who, you know, if you want to be an organ donor, you never know who your organs may help. Your organs may help somebody black, and I'm not going to not be an organ donor because I don't want to help somebody white. Because that organ can go to somebody black because we do need organs. You know, tissue, all of that. So I'm not going to say that I'm not going to be an organ donor because I don't want to help somebody. That's, you know, even because when I'm not here, if my body can go and help somebody else, then, you know, it's just going to do that. Because I don't have that type of hatred in me. If I can help somebody, I will. I mean, I'm upset at the way, you know, we are treated as black people, but if I can help somebody, you know, I'm just gonna help him because my grandson, his mother is his my grandson's grandmother. Well, his mother and grandmother are Caucasian, and she has a kidney condition really bad. She has kidney disease, And I wish that, she could get a donor because she's going to dialysis. And I wouldn't tell anybody not to be a donor because, that kidney may go to somebody white, because there are some white people. Not all white people are full of hate. I mean, there are some good white people, just like there are some bad black people. But in the media, the way the TV and movies and all, these big executives and stuff, yeah, it's way more white people in movies than it is black. They get way more opportunities than we do. Hey, Yardy. Yardy was like, "Don't play with me." I said hello. Don't do it. Do not do it today. She said, "I hate America." It's not just so simple to say that the standard is, I think you meant blonde hair and blue eyes, because I see a lot of people wanting to look black or colored. Yeah, but the standard of beauty is blonde hair and blue eyes. Or, that has always been, put above everything else. If you look in magazines, look in, all of these high fashion magazines, Vogue, Gucci, Prada, all of those magazines. If you see one black model, we doing good. It ain't too many black folks in those high print magazines. For one thing, it's difficult for black women to be a size 0 or 1, because our body structure is just totally different from white women. We gonna have some titties and ass, and you know that models have to be really small. Unless you're gonna be a plus size model, then that's different. But runway models, the ones that need to be like a size 0 or a size 1 or whatever, it's harder for us to fit that, because we just ain't coming here skinny like that, just flat, no, no curves or anything. So yeah, we don't get picked for, a lot of runway work and stuff. You had a dream that you went to Haiti and a man slapped you. Girl, I don't talk to them crazy apostles and stuff. I don't tell these people about dreams that I have, because that's the first thing they want to tell you is a demon is chasing you, is demonic. People in the church kill me with that shit. Every time, somebody want to say something to them, or they bring somebody up to the front, they want to tell them that they got a demon in there. Oh, we got to cast out this demon and all of this kind of stuff. I hate that shit. That's one thing about the church that I seriously hate. All of that, we gotta cast out this demon. This sister she got a perverted demon and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, let me get out. Let me get the hell out of here. I don't believe in all that. Yeah, I'm not with that. Oh, you meditated today? Yeah, I can't deal with these churches. They be doing too much. Me doing way too much. Hey, a beautiful magic. Oh well, yeah, of course. Any other type of religion other than Christianity or you know Muslim Muslims or um, Catholicism, anything outside of that is considered witchcraft. You know, if you're not praying to Jesus or God or whatever, it's considered witchcraft. And it's sad because white people have scared black people and turned them against their own religion. Because if we had stayed in Africa, depending on what area of Africa or what region of Africa we was in, we probably wouldn't have even been Christian. I mean, it depends on what area people are in. I know that Christianity is big now in Africa, but in Nigeria, people still practice Santeria or the Yoruba tradition because a lot of people from here still go back there to get married. So they still practicing, but it just depends on where it is. The reason why we are Christian or the reason why we are whatever religion we are is because of whatever the slave master was that kept us. What our ancestors, whatever they were, that's what they were. If they were Muslim, if they were um 7 day Adventist or whatever, then that's what you would have been, or Methodist or whatever. So, I don't know. But I'm not going to allow people to tell me that everything about me and my culture and my ancestors is bad, and then you turn around and want to do it. Because it's a whole lot of people doing hoodoo and voodoo and Santeria and everything else now. You go to any of these Facebook groups, it's all kind of white folks in there talking about Ogun and I'm a child of Shango. Really? That shit is funny to me. It really is. I just ignore them and keep it moving. Well, they think that, saying witchcraft or whatever is going to scare you to make you stay away from it. That's a tactic to scare people. Oh, you doing witchcraft, you going to hell. When you fornicating, you going to hell. They want you to believe that one sin is greater than the other one. Gay people going to hell. But you living with a man that you're not married to. Sin is sin. So that's what I don't trip off of that. I don't care what people do. As long as you're not hurting somebody else, you're not out here hurting children, having sex with children, or killing animals. I don't care what you do. If you a woman and you like women, you like to eat the cootie cat, eat the cootie cat. And you a man and you like to slob, slob. But keep that between you and your person and make sure both of y'all the right age and do what you gotta do. I don't care. I don't care. I ain't worried about where somebody go when they leave here because 9 times out of 10, I ain't coming to your funeral anyway. So why should I be on the internet mad because somebody gay or two gay men together or two gay men then adopted a child? Who cares? I ain't gotta raise that child. I ain't the one that's got to get up with that baby at 2 o'clock in the morning when that baby crying. Shit, I be in my bed asleep. So if two men want to adopt a baby and they're gonna treat that baby right and they're gonna be good parents to that baby, who am I to say that they can't do it? I, okay. I don't believe that two men can give a child the same thing that a woman can. I just don't believe that men are as nurturing as women. I don't believe that that's in their DNA to be as nurturing as a woman. There is something different about the love of a mother. I have seen my kids run past their daddy, fall, get up, run past their daddy to run to me. They want mama. When they cry out, they want mama. Now that's my feeling. I don't feel like, I don't feel like they can't do it. I'm not saying they can't do it, but I just think the connection is different. A baby comes from a woman. The nurturing of a woman and a man is totally different. Because that's not what man was designed to do. The man wasn't designed to have no babies. So he is going to treat a baby different than I would. Yeah, as long as you taking care of the baby, go on here, child. You're a lesbian and you choose to have your children. What does that mean? Like you want to have kids? Yeah, I'm not gonna be getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning with no crying ass baby. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm asleep. So if that's what you want in your household, go right, honey, go right, go have it, have at it. Okay, Miss Dot. Let me tell you one thing. You said, "How did I find my Santeria mom or pops?" That's disrespectful. It's not mom or pops. It's Madrina and Padrino. You don't call them mom and pops. You have to have a extreme level of respect for your godparents. They are your godparents, not mom and pops like just some old random people. You will get in a world of trouble talking to your godparents like that because you don't talk to them like they just anybody. You got to have you what they say, you gonna put some respect on my name. That's how you have to be with your godparents. They don't play that. That mom and pop stuff, no, we don't do that. You have to have respect for your godparents. They are not your mom and pops. Right. They are your elders. Your godparents are your elders, and you will treat them with the utmost respect, just like the Orishas. Because, honey, trust and believe me, they will get you good and together. But your godmother will let you know. Because I know if I was your godmother, I sure will. You ain't gonna be calling me no moms. No, sweetheart. Yes, you greet your elders. Your godmother, you get on the floor to greet your godmother. You get down on the floor to salute your godmother when you come into her house. This ain't no, hey, mom. On the floor. you get on the floor and salute your godparents at her feet. That's one thing that this religion teaches you, is it teaches you respect. It teaches you about hierarchy. And see, if you ain't ready to get on the floor at somebody's feet, literally lay down on the floor at their feet, and they have to bless you while you're down there, then it ain't for you. It's extremely humbling. Extremely. Because you do that for the other priests also. But your godmother, oh yeah, you walk into the door, you salute your godmother, you salute her orishas. You don't just walk into your mother's house and be like, "Hey, mama." No. You have to salute her. You have to hug her. You have to get on the floor and, do your little curtsy thing. And then you have to get up. You have to hug her. You have to salute her orishas. You don't come in your godmother's house without saying hello to her orishas. Oh, she will get you together so quick. So yeah, it's a lot to learn. It is an extremely humbling experience because I got a huge ego, very big ego. And it was very humbling for me to get down on the floor. When I saw that, I was like, wait, hold on. My best friend at the time, was the person that really introduced me to this religion. And, she was kind of telling me certain things that, you're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do this, you don't have to do it now because, you haven't been initiated. But when you get initiated, they're going to expect certain things from you. And so when she took me around the house and, was introducing me to people, I got a chance to see other people doing it, other people getting on the floor, saluting the madrina, the mother of the house. And I was like, I got to get on the floor every time I see her. And she was like, yes, every time you come to her house, unless she tells you, that you don't have to, or, whatever, then yeah, you got to do that. I mean, now I think that they probably would give me, I may have an excuse for saluting everybody since I have arthritis. And it, would be difficult for me to keep getting up and down, up and down, up and down. But I'm pretty sure I would still, my Madrina would probably still make me salute the Orishas. So, yeah. Can you stop saying pops? Mother or father? Godparent. Don't say pops. That's disrespectful. I thought I said that. Don't say pops. Because your godfather will never allow you to call him pops. I met her through my best friend at the time. Okay, so I was working at this group home, and it was crazy how it just kept coming to me. I was working at this group home, and one of the ladies that came to work there was in her Yawo year, which is your all white year, depending on which religion you are initiated into. She was in her all white year. And I was like, and she was explaining to me what it was. My Oh, then she had introduced me to one of her friends who ended up being my best friend. And then the two of them introduced me to, invited me to a party, which was a bembe, which is a Orisha get together. They invited me to that, and that was when I met Madrina and asked her, could I get a reading? And she was like, yeah, come by the Botanica, because at the time she owned a Botanica here in Oakland where I live. And so I went by the Botanica and had a reading and ended up joining the house after that. After my reading, I waited for a while. I went to a couple more. I went to a bimbe and some other things that they had, and then I joined the house. Yeah, because I had to join the house first. I joined the house, which you have to bring a plate and a coconut and some material and some money and something else I had to bring. Um, to join the house. Like you have to bring a pretty plate, you know. So the plate that I brought was like gold and it had it was real pretty. It was like so oceany. So you have to bring that and you have to sit that on the mat in front of your madrinas orishas, and they accept you, and then you are part of the house. And then after that, I received my first initiation, um, and received my elekes. And that's it. That's the first. That was how I started, and that was eons ago. It was so long ago, I don't even remember. Pant inhaler. I just farted right in my pants. Okay. Now that's just ignorant. I got rid of that person because I don't want to see that no more. That's kind of stupid. When you say grandmother, you mean your actual grandmother? I think I said godmother. If I said grandmother, I didn't mean to. But I think I said godmother because it's your godmother. I don't think I said. If I said grandmother, I didn't mean that. I meant godmother. And I think I said godmother. Your godmother is your madrina. Yeah, yeah, that's a level of respect, majestic prince. I would imagine if my mother, was, I would salute her also. I mean, does she make you get down on the floor and salute her, or do you just salute her and hug? Because I probably would get tired of getting on the floor every day. Mama, we in the same house. You know I love you. My fourth was just like any other day. Jordy, it's Friday night. These people are bored. They ain't got nothing else to do, and they are just going around looking. Oh, okay, okay, majestic prince. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Cause I would be like, oh my god, I gotta get on the floor every day, mama. Oh yeah, they still doing fireworks over here, but Gizmo sleep. He don't care. It's not as much. It's just heckin' random. He knocked out. Yeah, my 4th of July, I ain't do nothing. I mean, we went to the movies and came back home. Oh, we went by my husband's parents' house because they had cooked. We went over there. As a matter of fact, I need to tell my husband to go back over there and give me some more food. Cause you know how you be going over somebody's house and you don't be like taking a whole lot of food. Like I only made like a little plate and they had hella food. I should just got. My husband was like, "Why you didn't get more food?" I don't know, but can't you just go back over there? Cause my husband don't work too far from where his parents are, and sometimes he be going over there for lunch anyway. I'm like, go over there and give me some more of them ribs. Cause I don't even eat that kind of stuff often. Them ribs was good. Because probably because they have a lot of them and they didn't use them all up last night, so they still doing it. I still, my granddaughter, I forgot to give these to her. These are the ones that you don't have to light. You just throw them down and they pop. I forgot to give them to her, so we're doing one day. See, it's only 9 o'clock here. I mean, it's 9:12. So yeah, these crazy kids. Oh, I was so wondering why was my phone not charging? When I had put my phone on the charger. Okay, so the charger wasn't plugged in. That makes sense. Yeah, just let's try to plug it in. Maybe it'll work. This thing all tangled up. Y'all got any more questions? Cause this a free night. We can talk about anything. Cause I don't have just like one specific thing that I want to talk about. Is this thing plugged in? Yeah. Cause this phone look like it's about to die. Monique, to put the time clock up, where we at? Okay, 20 more minutes. Or 30. Is this charging? No. Why is this thing not charging? What is wrong with this charger? Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, wait. What is wrong with this? Okay. Okay, don't touch it. Okay. Oh, really? Yeah, I ain't seen none of that. But I did hear that some man was hit in the chest. I don't know if it was here in the Bay Area, but he was hit in the chest with. No, I think it said Ohio. He was hit in the chest with a something, and it blew up. Some of y'all don't think fat meat is greasy. This shit is real. And did you see what that football player, his truck rolled over? He was in the car with his girlfriend, and the truck rolled over, and his arm, he lost his arm, and he had just like signed the deal with some football team or whatever. I am pretty sure his career is probably over. I don't know though. The way technology is now, they may have been able to put it back. You think they could put it back on? I don't know. Because they said it was amputated at the scene. You think they can put it back? I don't know. That's scary. That is so scary. No, I'm not talking about no crystals tonight, sweetie. I mean, if it's something simple, you can ask me, but I'm not just talking about crystals. No. Yeah, we gonna 20 more minutes. Oh, you started reading Jambalaya? Oh, you know I love that book. Yeah, I love that book. And you know the author is, I think she's here on YouTube. I know she's on Facebook because I was following her on Facebook for a minute. But I'm pretty, she probably on YouTube too. Look her up. I know she on Facebook for sure, for sure. And every now and then she does. She was doing a live broadcast on on Facebook. She just long winded, and I got hella nerve. That's me though. I don't have the I don't have the patience to sit and watch somebody else talk. But my long winded ass expect for somebody to show up every time I get on here. Okay, y'all know I'm long winded. Oh yeah, the straight people had a fit right before Pride. They wanted to have a straight Pride parade. It was only like about 20 people. Let them have let them straight people have a parade if they want to have a parade. Let them do it. Okay. They only want to do it because the gay people doing it. Let the people have a parade if they want to. Oh, and it is Dykes on Bikes. Remember somebody had said is Dyke derogatory? It is Dykes on Bikes because the parade was last weekend. Yeah, the parade was last weekend, and that's how they advertised the Dykes on Bikes. Cause I was like, Dyke can't be a derogatory term if they're calling themselves dykes on bikes. That's part of the thing. And I was like, well, did they change it? Because the LGBT community adds a letter every year. Like this is confusing. Y'all confusing people. Okay, stop adding letters. We get it. So I was like, well, they couldn't have changed it because it was Dykes on Bikes last year. But yeah, it is still Dykes on Bikes. Here in California, they say Dykes on Bikes. And that's the women, the lesbian women who ride motorcycles. And they have a parade every year. They let them, come through and they be having on their little pink leather and, black leather and, all that kind of stuff. I always thought that that was really cute, especially when I see like the feminine women. Not that I have anything against masculine women, but when I see feminine women riding motorcycles, I be like, you go, go, girl, because it is a motorcycle club that is all women, and all of their bikes are like pink and purple, and bikes tricked out all really feminine, and all of the riders are real feminine looking women. I don't know if they're gay, but they're all feminine looking beautiful women and butch women. I'm not saying y'all ugly. If that's your thing, that's your thing, because I myself went through, a phase where I was a little bit more tomboy. I consider myself non-traditionally feminine because I love t-shirts. I never really liked makeup until like I'm just now starting to like makeup more. But I used to like t-shirts and jeans. I mean, I still love t-shirts. I have a million t-shirts and stuff. I'm not a dresses, skirt, heels type woman. And I never have really been. Like I'm not, the fancy shoe type, heels and all purse, no, that ain't me. Uh, I would assume that it's practiced basically the same way that it's practiced here. I mean, yeah, there are some differences, but I mean, I think it's really close. It's basically the same Orishas. But I met this guy from Puerto Rico, and he said one of the main differences is that in Puerto Rico they don't crown you with just one Orisha. When you get made to all of the Orishas. It's not just like, you are like, I told him I was a child of Oshun. And he was like, okay, well, there is the difference from how they do it there and how we do it here. So for me to be crowned here, I will be crowned Oshun. But in Puerto Rico, when you get crowned all of the Orishas. Now here, even though you are crowned Oshun, Oshun is your head, you still receive the rest of the Orishas. So it is, I mean, it's different. It's the same Orishas. They just do it different. And you got to do what your house do. You know what I mean? You practice how your godparents practice, or the house that you belong to, you practice how they practice. So if they practice Ifa, you practice Ifa. If they practice Santeria, you practice Santeria. If they practice one of the traditional African, the more African type uh, religions, and I'm not really sure of the names of some of those, but you would practice that. You practice what your Ile practices. Did I join another house? No, not yet. Yeah, I'm not, like I'm extremely feminine. You know what I mean? Like I know I'm a woman. I'm extremely feminine, soft and all that kind of stuff like a woman. But as far as, dressing, getting dressed up, wearing dresses and heels and, my purse, and, I got to have a Louis Vuitton purse. I got to have these heels. Nah, I'm not with that. I'm happy in a tie-dye t-shirt and some yoga pants and some Crocs. I am happy as hell. Like I be super ass happy when I look at the Crocs website and they didn't came out with some cute shoes. Where my sister-in-law is the total opposite of me. She gets her hair done, her nails done, her eyebrows, her eyelashes, and all that kind of stuff. And I can't see myself doing all that. For one, that's too much. That's too much for me to be trying to keep up with. I can't do all that. Like, I don't even have my nails polished right now. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I should do my nails. And it just never happened. And, like, I'm happy wearing, like little beads, making my own bracelets and stuff. I like this kind of stuff where, maybe another woman my age, wouldn't do that. I don't know. I mix it all together. Well, you have to find somebody in your area. Yeah, I had to go to the Mac too. When I received the hand of E5, I had to go to the Mac. That's part of the thing. Yeah, it ain't no telling what I'm gonna do, child. I got so many looks, but all of them are comfortable. I got a million tie-dye t-shirts. That's my thing. Everybody in the family know that t-shirts, tie-dye t-shirts, graphic t-shirts, that's my thing. Yeah, it just, I tell people all the time, do what makes you happy. Shit. If it makes you happy to, to be more butch, be that. Be whatever makes you happy. Wear what makes you happy. Like half the time, I don't never be matching. I can put on some colors. You hear me? I can put some colors together and don't care about nobody. I could care less. You don't like it? Oh, well, you ain't got to wear it. This my outfit. Pick a card to roll? What is that? What is that? What's pick a card to roll? Explain it to me. Yeah, the LGBT. They gonna LGBTQRS. Yeah, it's gonna be so much stuff on that. We ain't gonna be able to deal with that. Okay, that one scared me. He woke up too. You okay, Gizmo? Okay, that scared me. Y'all see I jumped. Oh, Finding Soul on the Path of Arisha. Yeah, my book is signed. I'm at the author. The author of that of the book is a friend of my godmother's. And so when she wrote the book, she had a book signing at the Botanica that my godmother owned. So she signed my copy. And recently, I found her on Instagram. As a matter of fact, somebody else that I know knows her that lives in Santa Cruz, where she was here in the Bay Area, then she moved to Santa Cruz, knows her. And I saw the two of them talking, and I was like, oh my God, I have your book. And she was like, really? I was like, yeah, and you signed it for me. And she was like, send me a copy. Uh, she told me to send her a picture of her autograph part, and I sent it to her, and she was like, oh, and then I told her who I was, and she was like, oh, okay. Okay, I am truly the queen of tie dye. I got so many tie dye shirts, it just don't make no sense. Monique is saying it's time for us to go, child. That was super loud, scared the hell out of me. But that's because the windows are open because it's warm tonight. Super ass loud. Oh, okay. People do videos and place items on top of them, crystals or dolls or something, and tell you to intuitively pick one and they do a reading. Yeah, I do those. I've done those before. As a matter of fact, um, let me see. I think there's one on here. Let me see. I think I got one on here. I thought I had one on here. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I don't feel like going through all that. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I do those. I just haven't done one in a while. I normally do them on Instagram. So you got to follow me on Instagram. There's some people out there still doing them dang on firecrackers. Girl doll. And that wasn't the crazy thing is, that was probably way up the street somewhere. That wasn't even like my next door neighbors or whatever. That was probably up the street. But I'm sitting right by the window, like really close to the window, and the window is open. So you heard it. Oh yeah, if you want to see that, yeah, if you want to do that, you got to do it on Instagram because on here sometimes I will just pick a card, like I'll just pick a person out of the chat and just pick a card, but if you want to be able to pick your own card, you have to wait until I do those on Instagram. But on Instagram it's almost shown not I didn't change um I didn't change. Oh, like here's one, but this one, this is after I had already uncovered it. So you see the three cards, but that was after I had flipped them over so that the people could see which card they had picked. So yeah, I do those. I just haven't done one in a while because people expect too much. Like sometimes I would do them for free, and then people, I'm already giving you something for free. And then you want to come back and ask me 50, 11 dozen questions. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm already giving you something for free. So why you can't just take that and run with it? If somebody call the cops on them, the police probably ain't gonna come. They said yesterday it was so many sideshows in Oakland that the police was too busy trying to stop all these young people from swinging these cars and acting a fool up and down the street. The police never chase people that do fireworks. The only time that the police are going to get involved when fireworks are involved is if it's a fire. Then they going to show up. Other than that, they not showing up because they know y'all going to do them fireworks every year. They know you going to do it. The only way you gonna get caught is if you like blocking the street and the police just happen to come down your street. Then they'll probably stop you and maybe confiscate, what you have or whatever. But just come in because of a fireworks call, no. They be like, we know y'all gonna do that shit. We're not, no. Let them do that. Let them burn that shit up. And if they burn up a house in the hood, oh well, you should have had your ass out there. Girl, don't nobody come back here. Don't nobody bother me. Ain't nobody coming to Omo Shoon's house, but people that know, that I live here. I don't bother my neighbors. My neighbors don't bother me. It's pretty quiet around here. The people that live, it's only three townhouses, or it's three on this side and it's three on the other side, and each both of these sections have a cottage in the back. One of them, the maintenance man lives in, and they just fixed the other one up, and a family moved back there. So it's quiet. I don't bother them, and they don't bother me. And me and the lady that live in the back been living here the longest. So, we cool. She don't like Gizmo, so she's scared of dogs. It's not that she don't like Gizmo. She just scared of dogs. And dogs know when you scared of them, they can sense that fear. And he be barking at her. He ain't got shit else to do but be barking at that poor woman, knowing that she don't like him. They probably was doing that out there last night. I was up in my bed with my feet. I was up in my bed last night, me and my husband watching TV. Well, he was in my granddaughter's room playing video games, and I was in my bed, and that's about where I'm about to go right now. My ankle is uh, sore again. And so I might have to go in and let them x-ray it, because when I start having problems with it, they want to look at it and make sure that it's nothing going on, that they can't see anything in the joint or whatever. So I might go in and get an x-ray of my ankle, because it's really been bothering me. It's not swollen or anything, it's just painful. Oh, yeah, that's okay, sweetie. But yeah, you have to learn. Yeah, you have to learn. That mom and pops thing, that don't fly. You learning. But I'm glad to be able to teach you, because when you get your godparents, I want you to come to them with a level of respect. You can't talk to your godparents like you talk to your peers, because they are not your peers. Your godmother is your spiritual elder, and you have to treat her like that at all times. That that respect is mandatory. Oh, okay. So Phoenix Blue said, "Why does it seem like there's so much in common between secret orders in E5 Santeria voodoo in terms of processes and protocol?" I don't know. Like, what type of secret orders? Like the Masons? Is that what you're talking about? Because it's just certain things that are secret. Certain things you don't need to know because you ain't on that level. You know what I mean? If you're not on that level, then you don't need to know that. You know things when it's your time. I don't think that people should be overwhelmed with information. So certain things you ain't supposed to know. You ain't supposed to see. It's many things I ain't never seen. I don't know. I mean, I had just got to the point where I was allowed to see a chicken being sacrificed. You don't even see those things in the beginning. You know it's happening, but you don't see it until you are initiated. Okay, I don't know what OES is. You have to tell me what OES is. So yeah, there are a lot of secret things. And oh, Order of Eastern Star. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. They all have they own secrets. My mama was an Eastern Star. My daddy was a Mason. It's secrets in all of these different subgroups. And it should be. It should be. My mother had actually gotten out of the Secret Stars after my dad passed away, but yeah, he was a Mason. They was in that together, and after he had passed away, she didn't want to do it anymore for whatever reason. And she thought about it because she was saying, that if she had stayed in, then she would have brought me in. And, she still had friends who was in there. And if I wanted to get in, then I could have. But I've never wanted to do it. I was not interested in being in the Secret Stars. I, that wasn't my thing. And I think the only reason why my mom got in there was because my dad was a Mason. That was the only reason why she started doing it. Because he was a Mason when she met him. He had already, been brought in by one of his friends or whatever. So he was already a Mason. And then she became an Eastern Star. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it's like. I have no idea because my dad passed away before I was born. Before I was born. My dad passed away when I was 5 years old, so I don't know. And my mom didn't really talk about it a lot. I mean, and there she even said there was a lot of stuff that he didn't talk to her about. That's the men folk. They, you know, it kind of reminded me of in the Flintstones when Barney and Fred went to the little lodge meeting to see the Grand Poobah and all of that kind of stuff. They went to the lodge. That kind of reminded me of the Masons because it was something that the men did. That was their thing, and they didn't really talk about it. But just like the Eastern Stars, the women, did their thing, and that didn't cross over. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's it. I always thought it was. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, my dad been gone. He been gone a long time since I was 5 years old, and I will be 55 this year. So he been gone 50 years. This December, it'll be 50 years. I will be 55 this year. And you know what? This is the craziest thing. I'm gonna be 55 this year, and this is the first year that I have really had problems with my skin. And you know how they be saying, "Oh, black don't crack. Black folks look good all their life." And I know my skin ain't bad. You know what I mean? I know that for 55, almost 55 years old, I know I still look good. But I'm starting to finally see little flaws in lines that, I did not have before. So eventually black cracks also. It just don't crack as bad. Cause I'm still out here. It's still good. It's still pretty tight for 55. It ain't all I ain't all wrinkled up, but I'm starting to see a difference. I see a little difference. I'm starting to see it. This is the first year. Yeah, this 55. That's a good number. Five is Oshun's number. So that double five, that's gonna be interesting. It's my 50th birthday. I had a big birthday. I went to Disneyland. So I want to do something. So I'll be 55. My husband won't be 55 until next year, y'all. So we always, because right now we're the same age. We're the same age for, a small period of time. And then I pass him up because his birthday is in April. So while he's 54 and I'm 55, we have this running joke that he has an older woman. He's teasing me. He'll be teasing me until April when he turns 55. So when my birthday, come around, I got an older woman. She be knowing. She more experienced. I got me an older woman. Boy, we 8 months apart. Shit. Ooh, no, honey, I would never contemplate Botox. Never. Because whatever happens to this is the design of the creator. And I'm not going to do anything to alter, take away from, add to, nothing. This is how he made me. I love this face. So I'm not going to do no Botox, no fillers. I ain't trying to pull nothing and lift. Nah, I ain't doing none of that. This is it. Because some mornings I get up, I look like a raccoon about the face. Because my eyes swell up at night. They get inflamed. I have blepharitis. I have little dark circles. Sometimes when I wake up, I look like a straight up raccoon. But I'm not doing a damn thing about it. Nothing but putting some cold compresses on my eyes and thanking God that I woke up. Because somebody didn't wake up this morning with raccoon circles around their eyes. They didn't make it. They laying up in a morgue somewhere. So now I'm not touching. The God created this. And he gave me what he wanted me to have. And it's supposed to get older. We supposed to get older every year. Your body is changing. You ain't supposed to look 20 for the rest of your life. These women out here that's been getting this Botox and fillers and facelifts and everything, you 900 years old trying to still look 20, you look stupid. Stupid. How's all these women gonna look when they 90 years old with all these fake asses? What is that nursing home gonna look like? All these 90-year-old women on walkers with these big ass booties and these fake titties. You gonna look stupid. So, no, honey, I'm not getting nothing done. I'm gonna continue to love what God gave me and embrace everything about myself. The only thing that I do, I am gonna work on these teeth situation soon. That's the only thing I'm fixing. But however old I look is that's what where I'm supposed to be. I'm somebody's grandmama. I am elevated. I am one of the elders of my family. I am the matriarch of our family. I'm the granny. So I'm not supposed to look like my 30-year-old sons. I'm supposed to look like the granny. I'm going to Monique. We all finna go. All minds clear. I'm gonna get out of here and take Gizmo out to use it. Honey, yes. I'm a cougar. That's right. Drink your water, eat good, eat fresh vegetables and stuff, and you will continue to look young. Don't be drinking all night long, drinking that brown alcohol. Leave that alcohol alone. Drink you some water and eat you some greens. And I've been eating all my why y'all didn't tell me that these cherries be hella good? I usually only get the red ones. I've been eating these for like a week now. Get you some cherries. Cherries is the bomb. And if you have problems with constipation, the cherries, they going to move it on through. Sure will. Okay, I'm finna go, y'all. I love y'all. I'm rambling. I won't see you tomorrow. I might see you Sunday. Who knows? If not, I'll see you guys Monday. Catch me on Instagram. I'll be over there. Love you. Bye.